Hi friends, this video is going to be about using diatonic thirds, which is like this. If you've watched some of my other videos about the modes and scales, etc., you'll know that the major scale is made up of, if we started on the D note here, for example, up a whole step, another whole step, a half step, a whole step, whole step, whole step, and half step. So we've got 2 whole steps, a half step, 3 whole steps, and a half step. If I harmonize the whole triad, the 3-note chord, I'd have major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, and back to major. We're just going to take the top 2 notes, call it a dyad, as opposed to a triad, is what I call them. So we've got major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, minor, major. I'll be showing it to you using the 4 common modes, the ones that I use the most. I've got 2nd finger, 3rd fret of the B string, 1st finger, 2nd fret E string. I'm going to call this the major shape because in D major this is a root and a major third. Do, re, mi. So half, whole, 1 1/2, 2 whole steps defines a major third. Then we're going to go up to the 5th and 3rd fret, and now I use my 3rd finger and 1st finger. That's the 2 chord, or the minor shape, spread out over 3 frets. That minor shape goes up a whole step to the 7th and 5th fret, like that. Then when I'm ascending up this series, now I usually use 3rd finger and 2nd finger on the 8th and 7th fret of the E and the B and E string there. Next is another major, so that same exact shape, take it up 2 frets to the 10th and 9th fret. Next is a minor shape. Now we're on the 12th fret and 10th fret. And next is actually diminished, but we're only playing 2 notes of it, so I just think of it as another minor shape. On the 14th and 12th fret, and we're back home to the tonic. 15th and 14th fret, and here I use 3rd and 2nd fingers. Now when I descend, go back down, I'll start with 3rd and 2nd finger to the minor shape, 14 and 12th fret, another minor shape, a whole step down, 12 and 10, and now when I do the major shape, it's more convenient to use my 2nd and 1st fingers, like that. That goes down a whole step to the 4th in the series. Now we've got a minor shape, so I use my 3rd and 1st again. That goes down a whole step, and then back home to D, root, and 3. So again, slowly, it's the 1 is major, 2 is minor, 3 is minor, 4 with 3rd and 2nd fingers major. The 5th one is major, the 6th is minor, up on 12 and 14th fret, minor or diminished, however you want to think of it, back to majors. That same string of shapes works on all the other strings, of course, with the exception of the odd pair on the guitar, which is between the G and the B string. So if I want to play a D chord, you might know here's the A shape. If I bring it up to the 7th fret, there's a D chord, my root on the 5th fret, barring the 7th fret. So here's a D note, and do, re, mi, there's a 3rd. So this is going to be where I can start, and that's the major shape for the G and B pair. And now I'll do 3rd and 2nd fingers for the minor shape on the 7th and 8th fret, take that up a whole step to 11th and 10th fret, same minor shape there. Now it becomes a major shape. I might use my 3rd and little finger on the 12th fret. That'd be the 4th one. That goes up a whole step to the 12th fret. On the same fret, another minor shape, 15th and 16 and 15, and up a whole step to whatever that is, 18 and 17, and now both on 19. It's pretty high there. You can also go backwards, of course, or I mean descending from this major tonic. So we'd go down to a minor shape on the 6th and 5th fret. Take it a whole step down to 4th and 3rd, and now you could just use a bar, and then you end up with an open. You can string them together, so you don't have to just always go up and down the neck. You can start here, major, minor, minor, major on the next set of strings, D and G, major, minor, minor, major on the G and B strings, minor, minor, major, major up on the B and E strings, minor. You get the point. Okay, I think it's time to get into it. Of course, when you're incorporating this idea into your soloing and improvisation, you want to combine it with arpeggios, lines, riffs, other kinds of scales, pentatonic scales. But first we'll just play up and down, and then I'll play a couple simple variations, like skipping over them and trying just a couple together up and down, so that you can get the feel for it. And then you want to, if you download my bonus package, you can play with the backing tracks on your own and apply them to your own tunes, etc. Here it is in major, the major scale in the key of D. It'll be a D major and a G, the two backing chords. Let's try going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go backwards. 8, 7, 6. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor. This is minor, minor shape, back home. Okay, I'll play something and you try to duplicate it. A little bit of a syncopation. The major, major, minor, major. Okay, I'll make it a little bit harder. I did the major 1, minor 3, major 5. Went up to the 8 or 1, 7, 6, what did I do? on the offbeats. One and, little syncopation. Okay, try it on your own. That's enough for major. Let's move on to Mixolydian. Okay, we're still going to be playing major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, minor, major in D, but now I'm going to be playing an A chord, and we're going to be jamming in the key of A, Mixolydian, which has exactly the same notes as D, Aeolian. If you're confused, just go watch my videos on the modes. I'll start off right with the A and with a major. I'm on the two middle strings, D and G. I've got the major shape. Just right up the series. Now I'll go to the G and B strings, which has this major shape. I'll play a bar. So I did major, minor, minor, and back. Little lick like that. Continue up. Major, major shape. You might know I'm back to an A chord. Top part of an A chord. Some way to jump to the next pair of strings. Minor, minor, major. Here I need the flat 7 in A dominant 7. I'm using a right out of the open A. Let's just play up the D major series. One, minor 2, minor 3, major 4, major 5, as if we were in D. Skip down to G and B. Open G and B. Okay, you get the idea. The next darker mode is Dorian. As you might recall, the Dorian mode starts on the 2nd degree of a major scale. So if I'm playing D major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I start on the 2nd note and play up the same, that's E Dorian. And we can play again the D major series, but now this will be our new tone center, this E note. Okay, get the idea of a tone center? Playing the same scale, but a different note of the scale becomes the kind of the home base. Let's give it a shot. This one's a little bit funky. So this is the 2nd degree of D major. Now it's home base for E Dorian. It just went up and down. Minor, major, major, minor, minor. It's up and down. There's the major tonic. You might know this is the top part of an E minor chord with my first finger on the 7th fret, the A minor shape. So one way we can move around string pairs, go right down to the 9th and 8th fret, G and B string. Here's D. Oh, I made a mistake there, but my ear told me it was wrong. So this is a minor shape on the G and B, minor shape, major. Now we need another minor shape. Minor, major. Let's skip down to the next set. So here's an E minor chord. We can use this shape. Major, major, minor, minor, major. Okay, something a little harder. So I'm using that E minor shape. E and B string major, G and B minor, and up to a major shape, down to a major with a bar. Etc., etc. I think you get the idea of Dorian, and the last common mode that I use is Aeolian. Let's take a look at it next. Aeolian mode starts on the 6th degree of a major scale. Here's D major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I go, 1 is also 8, of course. 8, 7, 6. This is a B note, and the diatonic series is going to be downward major diminished minor. The 6th chord is minor. Call that the relative minor of D. So this progression is going to be B minor, E minor, G. Let's try playing along with it. Now B is our tone center. Of course, you could play B minor pentatonic, or B minor blues, which just adds one extra note. But the D major and B Aeolian are the same. Here's our D tonic. That's 1 or 8 in D. 7, 6. So here's our B tonic. Here's a B minor chord. This is a root of B minor and a minor third. So that's our new tone center. I can move it down here. See? These are the same, an octave apart. So it's going to be minor, minor, major. Let's take it down. Major, minor, minor, major, major shape. To a minor. Minor, major, major on the D and G strings. Back home to B minor. Oops. Now there I played the wrong one, but my ear told me should have been the major shape. Minor, major, major. Go down to this B chord. This is the top part. Major shape, which is from the D chord. Minor shape on the G and B strings. Major shape. Here's a minor shape on the top two strings. Well, hopefully you can see there's just a whole lot of music you can make with these diatonic thirds. I've shown in 4 different modes. There's 3 other modes that I don't use very much. I hope you've gotten something out of it. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.